My brother Julian has cerebral palsy. His gait is different, his speech can be slow, but his mind, sharp as a razor. He's a tech entrepreneur who made his first million before turning 30, and he's spent the last few years giving back in quiet, powerful ways, especially to causes supporting disability rights, education, and community inclusion. Julian also lives in the upscale Fairhaven Heights neighborhood, one of those resort-style communities with pristine lawns and rigid homeowner guidelines. When he bought his home, he didn't flash his success. He just wanted a quiet place with a garden and enough room to roll out his accessible home upgrades. We figured he'd finally get the peaceful life he'd worked so hard for. But some people don't look past physical appearances. Some people, like the Fairhaven Heights HOA board, only see what they want to see. The trouble started when Julian asked for approval to build a discreet accessibility ramp and modify the entrance to his driveway. The changes were tasteful, low profile, matching the aesthetics of the house and in full compliance with city regulations. Still, the board rejected the proposal. The reasoning? Not in keeping with the neighborhood's visual harmony. Translation: we don't like how disability looks. Julian appealed the decision and offered to meet with the board to explain. I went with him. We both showed up, dressed professionally, respectful, ready to talk. What we got instead was laughter, as Julian explained his daily challenges and why the ramp was essential, not cosmetic, not excessive, just essential. Two board members exchanged glances and smirked. One of them, a man named Brent, chuckled and said, "Seems like a lot of drama for a little wobble. Can't you just take it slow up the steps?" I froze. Julian didn't flinch. He calmly replied, "Would you ask a man with a broken leg to jog? Or a mother with a stroller to carry it over her shoulder?" They didn't answer. Instead, another board member said, "Look, maybe this neighborhood just isn't the best fit for special needs." That's when I stepped in. "You know Julian pays more in annual dues than almost anyone here, right?" More laughter. "Yeah, sure he does," Brent scoffed. I smiled. "I manage Julian's portfolio. He owns 4 of the properties in this neighborhood outright, including the ones you rent." Silence. Real pin-drop silence. Julian pulled a folder from his bag and placed it on the table. Inside were the HOA records, property titles, and payment receipts. All legal, all verifiable. "You've been laughing at the guy who funds nearly half of your operating budget," I said. "Might want to check your emails more often." They flipped through the documents, eyes wide. The board president swallowed hard. Brent stood, muttered something, and left the room. The next morning, Julian's ramp was approved, unanimously, but he didn't stop there. A few weeks later, at the annual HOA meeting, he took the floor and introduced a proposal, a permanent accessibility and inclusion committee, fully funded and supported by the HOA budget. He didn't make a speech about what happened. He didn't name names. He just said, no one should ever feel lesser in their own home. The vote passed, overwhelmingly. Julian's ramp now stands proudly at his front entrance, sleek, modern, and unmissable. A symbol not just of access, but of quiet defiance. And the HOA, they've learned not to judge by appearances. Turns out the man they laughed at is the one keeping their lights on.